All right, so I don't know about you, but I have always been fascinated with body language and have never learned much about it. Feels to me like body language is such a thing to have control over if you want to be able to present yourself in the way that you would like to. And also, I know that like entering a certain body position or doing like movement practices, yoga, whatever it is, can completely change my internal state of how I'm perceiving reality. So it feels like if I could master body language on a greater level, then I could also master how to control my own emotions and also how I'm going to show up to other people. So today we're going to watch some short videos that are tips on body language. So let's get into it.
How to read people's minds by using their body language, part 3. 1. If the person you're talking to is leaning in, it means they're interested in the conversation. But if they're leaning back, it means they're either shy or uninterested. This is also a trick to make people like you more. Leaning in will make them feel more connected to you. 2. If you join a new group and their feet turn towards you, you're welcome in the group. But if they stay the same, even if the whole body turns towards you, you're not. 3. If someone is taking up a lot of space and they move around freely, it means they're confident and comfortable. But if they're shrinking and staying in the same place, they're not comfortable.
Thinking back, there have definitely been times in my life where I've kept like my lower body facing away from someone while turning and talking to them. And I do feel like those were conversations where I was like kind of only half in it. Cool tips.
A super simple way to increase your charisma and your personal magnetism comes down to what I call the 3SP, 3-second pause. You might have noticed that people who rate really highly on charisma have this quiet confidence about them. If you've ever watched an interview with one, you'll notice that they often pause before answering a question. They remain silent, but they maintain eye contact for around 3 seconds. Not only does it convey confidence and self-assuredness, it also gives them time to collect their thoughts, to take a breath, and deliver a really well-considered response. This is a great tip for professional environments, or if you experience any kind of interaction anxiety where you blurt out the first thing that comes to mind. Try out the power of 3SP.
Wow, that's a really cool tip, that just pausing after you receive something from the outside, taking a second to really process what was said. So much of the time we just want to react really quickly, but we can chill. And not only is that going to be good for yourself, but it's also going to show confidence. That's a beautiful tip. Use a firm handshake. All right, these are bad. Do you agree with those really bad tips? That was weak. That was weak sauce.
These 3 body language tricks will make your communication more effective. Number 1, chest out, shoulders relaxed, chin up, और जो आपकी टंग है, फेशियल मसल्स रिलैक्स्ड होने चाहिए जब आप किसी को सुन रहे हैं, और जब किसी से बात कर रहे हैं आप ज़्यादा कॉन्फिडेंट लगोगे और आपकी जो कम्युनिकेशन है ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव होगी. 2. आर्म्स पोस्चर. जब भी किसी से बात कर रहे हो तो अपनी आर्म्स को ऐसे क्लोज करके मत रखो, बिकॉज देन इट शोज कि आप अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट हो, यू आर क्लोज टू द कम्युनिकेशन दैट द अदर पर्सन इज डूइंग. इसलिए हमेशा अपनी आर्म्स और हैंड्स को ओपन रखिए. दैट शोज ओपननेस, दैट शोज ट्रस्टवर्दीनेस एंड इट शोज एक्सेप्टेंस टुवर्ड्स द अदर पर्सन. 3. वॉइस. जब भी किसी फॉर्मल मीटिंग या प्रेजेंटेशन बोल रहे हैं और उसके बाद आप एकदम से नीचे बोल रहे हैं, कीपिंग एन इवन टोन शोज दैट यू आर स्टेबल टुवर्ड्स योरसेल्फ, लाइफ, वर्क एंड इट बिल्ड्स अ पॉजिटिव rapport.
Don't have the tongue pressing up against the roof, but allow it to go down in your mouth, and that relaxes your whole jaw and face. It's a good tip. How to walk like a gentleman.
And I'm feeling good.
That's all it takes, folks. You just need a suit. I thought that was supposed to be helpful. How to walk like a gentleman. Just buy a really expensive suit, rub your face a little bit, and then get that song going in the background and you're good to go. The confident body language checklist. Chin parallel to floor. Slow and controlled movements. Take up space. Expansive gestures. I mean, pretty good tips in general. I like the idea of chin staying parallel to the floor, and I've definitely noticed that when I like allow my shoulders to just kind of relax down and back and let my arms kind of fall out wider to my sides, I do feel a lot more like confident and in flow. So I like that she was saying open up the body. How to add tone to your voice.
Tonality is you feeling your words. Notice how I didn't say
I'm
tonality is
feeling
you
my
feeling your
words.
No, tonality is you feeling your words. So pragmatically, what does that mean? It means all you do is you elongate the vowel and you inject a bit of emotion in there. Far too often we go through life using words as our modality for communication. And then when we speak, we just throw all the words away. We don't even put any injection, any feeling into them. We just throw them all away. And we wonder why people don't connect with us. It's because we don't have tonality in the way we sound.
Those are some bars. Those are some bars. And that really makes me feel like I can add some more sauce to what I'm saying. How to look confident in conversation. Only nodding a little bit. Get those shoulders back. Strong eye contact. You know, it's decent tips, but they just feel like the basics for sure.
5 body language mistakes जो आपको बिल्कुल नहीं करनी चाहिए. Number 1, अपने हाथ.
That's AI. That's creepy. That's so creepy.
If someone is feeling shy, they don't have a lot of social confidence, how can someone overcome that?
When we're talking to shy people, what we often tell them to do is say one extra sentence. So the normal thing is that'll be 592, you give them your thing. But something is in your head. There's a magazine cover there. The weather is hot. They have a nice earring or something. Say one extra thing. Lower that filter of what would be acceptable to say. You think that the things that you have to say are such crap that you communicate that with every fiber of your being. And so once you're saying them, then we have to teach you, okay, say it with your chest. Don't trail off at the end of sentences. Do not let someone cut you off until you hit a period. It's not about being a conversational bully. It's about learning to take up conversational space in a way that is assertive.
If someone
I like those tips.